It's a very
don't go crazy.
Delicate device.
Yeah. It's like you're always on edge. You just riding that line between. You just run a freaking disaster, right? Like last week. We'll talk about last week. Fucking porno, man. Okay. Ugh. Gross. All right, everybody good? I'm gonna try not to get drunk tonight. All right, here we go. One, two, three.
Give me a minute.
He used to do a World of Warcraft advice podcast. He even did the original Drunken podcast, changing the game and influencing a generation of podcasters. But he was disgraced, accused of crimes he never committed, shamed, he disappeared. By the grace and generosity of Mr. Rich Dickman, he was raised again. Seconded by his co-host, definitely not main host, Ray, Rem Dickman has returned, sexier and more handsome than ever. This is The Rich Dickman Show, the greatest podcast ever produced by Rich Dickman with Rem and Ray. Featuring executive producer Randy, producer Ryan, Maddie from Australia, hot drummer Newsbaden, and Svensson. The Rich Dickman Show, your slightly better than mediocre podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 123 of The Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host. I am Rem, once again back at you. Here I am in the cut. Is that what they say, Ray? Ray, yeah. How are you tonight, buddy? My partner from across the way.
I'm good.
Yeah,
finally got a halfway decent bit of sleep last night, but still feeling the effects of a long week. So, just hanging in there.
We're going to listen to this shit all night. All right, cool. Yeah, Ray, we have a guest tonight. He's going to make a frozen pizza at some point, but we have him now.
Well, I'm not going to do it like during the show.
I mean, you could. It would be funny. It's Grant from Thought Cops, Ray's boyfriend. Grant, how are you, buddy?
Hello. Single. That's how I'm doing. How are you doing?
It wouldn't be bad for that singleness. Hey, anyways, no, right. It's great to have you back, my friend. We've had you on a while ago, and then you were also on the only Corona cast that's still on the feed. I had to get rid of the other three for space reasons. Maybe I'll put him on Patreon, Ray. But Ray always says to me, he says, "Hey, Rem, you got to get Grant back on. You got to get Grant back." And I'm like, "Why? Like, why do I have to have Grant back on?" He's like, "Because I really like Grant, and so I got to throw a bone to Ray." And we got to make this thing happen. Right. So here we are tonight.
Mm-hmm. I say that pretty much every day.
I'm like the diversity hire, but for apparently Ray's sexual attraction. Strange.
Yes. That's exactly it, man. I get my jollies on this show, so Ray's got to get his too. All right. Hey, richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Email the show, richdickmanshow@gmail.com, and on Twitter @richdickmanshow, and call that Dickman line 860-316-4776. Oh, click that merch tab in richdickman.com. Get a face mask because we got to wear face masks now. Speaking of merch, so gentlemen, I'm glad you're both here tonight. I do want to talk about something very serious. Is that a few days ago, we lost the Black Panther. We lost Chadwick Boseman, and it's sad, terrible, very, very young. So the next day, because it was announced, like I saw it on Twitter, I think Saturday night. I don't remember, one of those days. That's how much important it is. And I threw my Black Panther shirt on the next day when I went grocery shopping, and boy, oh boy, that was a mistake, because apparently everybody knows who Black Panther is all of a sudden, and they're pointing at me, and like I'm getting the Wakanda Forever salute. I had a woman stop me. She's looking at me, and I'm like, what? What? Can I help you with something? And she's like, I'm just about to cry. I'm looking at your shirt. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, really? Like, I did one Marvel movie. If you add the other two, it's like 1.25 Marvel movies.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot Civil War. Okay. So
you didn't do the salute back, did you? When people did it?
Oh God, no. Jesus. Okay, no, good. I wore the Black Panther shirt mostly so I didn't get picked on while traveling through Middletown, Connecticut. You know what I mean? Because times are weird right now.
Because one time I was at work, and I work with a lot of black people, and they all like do it back and forth. The gesture is a joke. And one time, one of our managers was like, "Oh, what is that? What's that?" And he did the X, and everyone was like, "No, you can no, not you, sir, not."
That reminds me
like,
of the time that I was repeating
okay.
Chappelle Show skits back in 2003, and then all the black people I was with told me I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say those words, so I stopped.
The N words.
And I apologize. Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, with the with the A's at the end. Yeah, so that was the beginning of my week. We had a show last week, so okay, we'll get to you, Ray. We're going to talk to Grant for a second. I do want to talk about last week's episode where we had a Mr. Porno Man segment. And Mr. Porno Man sent us a file that we had a lot of fun with, a lot of great content, right? Not on Mr. Porno Man's part, because Mr. Porno Man sends the absolute worst trash that you could ever find in the pornography world. Yeah, it's terrible. However, whatever he sent me was corrupted, and it destroyed the audio on my end, not only through the internet audio, but my own personal recording that I do on my own, and it ruined the show. So if you're interested in any of that cut audio, because I had to get rid of it, Ray, I couldn't put that out there, right? This is a professional production. I can't do that. So it's on the Patreon if you want to hear the craggly, scratchy bullshit that Mr. Porno Man caused. So I do apologize for that last week. But this is Ray. It's you're in charge of the Mr. Porno Man segments because I want nothing to do with that guy. We're putting a moratorium on them. All right. So Randy is officially the winner, no matter what anybody says. We're gonna ease up on the Mr. Porno Man. Yeah.
Hey, you watch enough porn?
Yeah.
You're bound to get a virus.
Yeah, it just happens. Yeah, that's my old hard drive.
Statistics.
Ray, what's going on, man? Did you move yet?
Yes and no. As you can see behind me, for those of you in the live show chat, all 7,000 of you, there's obviously the background looks identical to past weeks and all previous weeks. But on Monday, I did get the keys to the new place, moved a bunch of shit, slept there last night. So that was wonderful, and a new bed and everything.
Wow. Just by yourself?
No, with my entire family.
No.
Fortunately, all in different rooms.
Sorry to hear.
Yeah. So we got the keys Monday, moved a bunch of stuff Monday, Tuesday, go back over there to set some more things up. So I'm in Stella's room, and she wanted me to, put together a little IKEA desk for her. So we go in there, the two of us. And my wife comes in with Oliver, and then Kaylee comes in. I'm like, guys, I didn't pay a whole shit ton of money for this big fucking house to have all five of us in the same goddamn room.
Yeah.
You guys get out of here. I want some goddamn space. So yeah,
it's going to take 6 months to adjust, bud. You're going to have to get used to that. Like, you have to relax. Remember we talked about this 2 weeks ago? You need to relax, bro. You need to just chill. All right. You can't change them. They have to change themselves.
Yeah, well, the girls actually slept in the same bed last night. Like they, because they've in the past shared a room. Now they have their own rooms, but they're not ready to part ways just yet. Everything's just in flux right now.
I'm glad you're making the sacrifice to be here, hanging out there by yourself. All right, Grant.
Yep.
What?
Let's spend some time talking to you, pal. It's been quite a while. How are you? I see the mustache is gone. No problem.
I drew one on the other day, if that makes you feel better.
Did you? A little bit.
Yeah, it's on my Twitter.
I feel like it takes time to grow like a substantial mustache that's proud, you'd be proud of, and you can show people. And then
like
we just get rid of it and just, all right. I'm not a pro in the facial hair. So how are you, Grant? What's going on with Thought Cops? How's your YouTube channel? Like update us with everything.
It's good. We've been doing some videos, some video content, as the kids call it. Not quite to TikTok standards yet, but I'd started doing my own TV show called Re-Educationing. They're 3-minute long videos, sort of like PragerU, how PragerU teaches you on the internet, like economics and stuff like that, and fun videos. It's like going to a university for 5 minutes and you get to learn about American conservatism and nothing else. Well, this is like that, but for the internet and different internet content. And so I started doing these re-educationing videos. Those are pretty fun. If you search the word re-educationing, that should be the only thing that shows up. So Other than that, not much. That's really been the only thing.
I like the comment you get where the guy said, "This is the worst crap I've ever seen on the internet."
Yeah, he was like, "This is the worst thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life." It's like a badge of honor getting those comments.
Oh, absolutely. Because someone, they took the time. I got a lot of that this week too. I got into some Twitter controversy. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Hey, Grant, I want to ask you while we're talking. I'm looking at in your background, and you have I guess that's the Chicago flag that looks like the Israeli flag, but with stars instead of the Star of David. Is that correct?
Right. They look nothing alike, but continue.
Okay, so why do they look so much alike?
Why do they look so much alike? I don't know. 6-pointed star versus 6-pointed star. They're different shapes, but the same type of star. So, is there symbolism or significance to the stars and the bars in the Chicago flag? I don't know much about Chicago. Forgive me. Right. The stars and bars, as we call it. No, you seem to bring this up a lot. You mentioned this with the back of my phone has the Chicago flag, and you mentioned this on Thought Cops.
Did I?
Last time you were on.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. I forget lots of things.
Okay. You have an innate fascination with the Chicago flag and only the Chicago flag for some reason. It consumes you.
Well, because I don't know of many cities that have their own flag. Like I go to Hartford. Hartford doesn't have a flag, but Chicago does, and it's I go to New York City quite often before.
They all have their own flag, but they're just very embarrassed about it. They're like, "Oh, it's not a good flag."
Probably.
Inside instead of outside. I think that's
the Chicago. I like the Chicago flag. Don't get me wrong. CM Punk used to wear it on his trunks, so it's good. Do you know what it means? Like the 2 blue bars and the 3 red stars. Is there any significance to any of that?
The blue bars are the lake and the river. The white parts are the north side, the west side, the south side, and then the stars stand for Fort Dearborn, the Great Chicago Fire of 1871, the World Columbian Exposition of 1893, and the Century of Progress Exposition of 1933. And then each star point represents something. I didn't just look up just now. I just have that off the top of my head. I just said all that.
You just knew that. Yeah. See, and I believe that too. Because you got to be proud of where you're at. Now, Chicago is the city with the bridges. Right? They use Chicago a lot for Gotham City.
Have some bridges. Yeah.
When they were rioting, was it last week? And then they lifted the bridges up so they couldn't get across to riot some more.
There it is. Yeah. They haven't been lifting the bridges quite often. It's been very difficult to bike home from work every day.
So do you work within the bridges?
Yes, I work within the bridges and I live outside of the bridges.
Okay. All right. See, there's my Hartford flag. Ray just put it in the that's a stupid. You're right. See, Grant, you're absolutely right. They don't fly it because it's embarrassing. That's a shitty flag. They're flag of Hartford.
Yeah. It's true.
Okay.
Should have came up with a better
Were
design.
You around? Hey, you know what? If I had my way, I would. But nobody listens to me. I'm just some asshole with a podcast. Were you around when they were filming the Batman movies? Like, did you get to see any of that?
No, I was in high school during that, and I lived in the suburbs. So no, I wasn't around during the filming of Batman.
Jesus, you're a young man then, aren't you? What are you, 27?
I'm 29. Yeah, very young. I'm either halfway done with an unhealthy life or a quarter way done with a healthy one. You decide.
Oh, we're gonna say quarter way. All right. So Ray just put the city of Sacramento flag in there. That's a neat looking flag. It looks like a painting. And we got Randy's flag. Randy, I don't know what flag that is. It doesn't say. Ray labels his. This is very interesting to me, and I apologize for taking up all your time talking about flags. I didn't know cities made their own flags. Cincinnati, okay. What Grant? What towns? Okay. Yeah, that's probably a good assumption. What towns do you hate being a Chicagoan? Like, do you have rivalries out there with other Midwestern places?
Actually, I was thinking about that because I just I took a day trip to Michigan today because I didn't have any work to do, so I was just like, I'm gonna go up to Michigan as you do, and I was thinking about how specifically Chicagoans very specifically hate places for like very specific reasons. And the thing with like New Yorkers is New Yorkers are like, oh, we're the best city on fucking earth. We're all walking here. We're all getting a nice dollar slice from the fucking best pizza in the best city in the best fucking country on earth. But like, let me tell you why Chicagoans are better than New Yorkers. Like
good.
Body mass index aside. Chicagoans will like very like spitefully pick out what's wrong with every place. So just like the entire Midwest, it's like you fucking hate Wisconsin, you hate Indiana. We have like strong opinions on Michigan. We have strong opinions on fucking Ohio. And of course, like New York, because New York's like, oh, we're the best fucking city. And LA's like, we're not as good as New York, but we like to be. And so we hate basically
try
all people. We hate each suburb. We have strong opinions about fucking Naperville, or Highland Park. These places are disgusting hellholes. You never want to go to any of these places. You only ever want to go to Chicago. Everything else is subpar. Right. There's no point in going anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So if Springfield in the Simpsons world, Springfield, they've never named a state, but Springfield, right. you know the Simpsons, right? Yeah. Do you think it would be Springfield, Illinois? Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm good with the ambiguity, actually.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just going off your description of the Chicagoans. Not like having specific reasons. Not like people. Springfield hates Shelbyville because of the lemon tree, and they're uptight and snooty. Yeah. So all right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you for entertaining me. Hey, when I was on Thought Cops, did we talk about deep dish pizza, like Chicago style? We did, or not? Because I want to yell at you for that. It's not pizza. Gross.
Yeah. It's fine. You gotta know. You gotta know the places to go to. Yeah.
There's
the overly commercialized places like Giordano's or fucking Luminati's, but then there's also places like Pequod's, which is very highly underrated, but not a lot of people know to go there because they just don't. It's not a chain. You got to go to the places that aren't chains.
Right. Yeah. Are your pizza people rude like they are in New York City? Because I went to this pizza place with Chris O.C. in Queens, and we walked in there, and the guy's like, "What the fuck do you want?" I'm like, "Oh, I'd like 2 slices of pizza, please. What do you want on them?" Like, "I don't want anything, sir. Please, I just want pizza and a Coke." And he's yelling at me. He's like, "Sit over there. I'll bring it right out to you." Do you have that type of shit out there?
We don't have that for pizza, but we have the world's famous Wiener Circle. If you're familiar with it, if you've heard of it, there's actually a Conan sketch at the Wiener Circle, and it's the workers there do like just like curse at customers, and you go there, you order a chocolate milkshake, and a black woman shakes her breasts at you. So there's that. That's kind of similar, I guess.
Okay.
The one time I was in Chicago, I think I was like 12 or 13, and we went to some restaurant. It was something like Ed's, or I want to say Ed Hardy's, but I know it's not right. What is it?
Bevick's.
Yeah, there it is. Ed Bevick's. But yeah, I was in there. Apparently, kind of the shtick is that the waiters and waitresses are supposed to be semi-rude to you. But being a, early teenager, when I ordered something or wanted a refill, the waitress said like, "Go get it yourself." And I was like, okay. So I just picked up my glass, went over to the soda fountain, and then they said, "Oh, but make sure you use the ice scoop so we don't get shut down by like the health department." I'm like, okay. But like it just kept going back and forth, filling up my own drink. It's like a buffet for drinks there. It's just I drank so much root beer that day. Oh man, I was sugar high.
God,
but, yeah.
And they never diagnosed you with autism for not catching those cues.
Exactly. Yes. That is exactly how it happened.
Oh boy. Okay, so this will be fun. Grant, we're gonna do our normal bullshit, and I would like you to join in and give us our join in with the bullshit. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm gonna do. So we got some.
If my
I told
computer
Kristen
doesn't
we would do
break down in the
voicemails.
middle of a sentence, I will.
Yeah, you are recording your own track, right? Because you're all over the place. It's really fun to watch you talk and your lips not move.
So I was trying to, but you started the show before I could get Reaper running, and Reaper isn't running, so I could not get it to record now.
All right, that's fine. Randy's got it.
Well, that's
all right.
good.
All right. So
Greg gets all the audio.
I'll just I'll do a voiceover for any time. I'll pretend like I'm Grant. I think I can pull it off. Anytime it cuts
Great.
out.
So
I knew this
gentlemen,
would happen.
I would like to I'd like to announce I have invested in my first cryptocurrency. I bought $20 worth of Bitcoin. I now own 0.00016 Bitcoins, and I've lost $3 so far. So there's that.
Shit.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Randy got me into it. Yeah. But so Ray, last week I was talking about how we're living in two movies, right? And I have to say, I realized that I was, it might have been a Scott Adams thing I sold the two movies from, but it's still, the point remains. We live in two movies right now. There's two, people viewing one movie, people viewing another, and it's the same goddamn movie, but we see it differently. There is a wrestling wrestling commentator. Her name is Renee Young. Okay, she used to work for the WWE, and she would host different shows. And she's the first female host on Monday Night Raw. A lot of stuff. Like, they give her a lot of opportunities, right? And she just left the company. Her contract just ran out. And in the last couple of months, she caught the COVID. Right? She got the COVID because she's down in Florida or wherever she is, and she's fine. Right? She lived. Like 99.4% of healthy women her age will do with the COVID. And then she did interviews, and then she said that she was very disappointed that nobody reached out to her very often while she was out. Like, nobody called to check on her. Like, Ray, do you have people calling to check on you when you're out sick?
Nope. Never.
No, I don't either. Right. So I just responded to the article, the tweeted article, and I said, she will survive just like 99.9% of all other healthy young women her age. Get over yourself. And Jesus Christ, my God, the shitstorm I started went on for 3 days. Ray just kept going and going. People telling me how their 15-year-old son caught it or their cousin caught it, and all these other. I'm like, well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Renee Young, healthy young woman who survived it, just like 99.9% of everybody, of people her age would. And then some guy said, you don't even know the statistics. And I said, okay, please enlighten me with the statistics so I can have correct information. And he said, it's 99.4. Like, I mean, really, it's like it's a negligible difference at that point. Anyways, Ray, it's terrible out there. And I don't like it. I don't want to do anything anymore. I just want to do my podcast with my buddy, and I don't want to tweet anything. I just want to use the stupid Twitter for promoting the show. Grant, as a content creator yourself, do you? Oh, I know how you tweet, and it's funny because you start to shit anyways. We feel like
True, yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you find yourself just like letting them get angry and not replying, or do you
Yes.
continue the argument because you have to prove a point? Yes. Okay.
You do both. Here, allow me to enlighten you on the etiquette of arguing online properly. So I actually got into here, I'll show the camera right here. I got into a little fun Facebook argument with I had a friend post something along the lines of like, apparently more troops are supporting Biden than they are Trump. And then he links to a Forbes article. And then this guy says, not true, they support Trump, LOL. And it turned into a shit show, as you can imagine, because fucking like people are posting statistics. This guy's just like, yeah, well, I know the military or whatever. And they're like, yeah, but we're posting statistics. And the thing is, you can't win those arguments. You don't win arguments by posting statistics or posting articles. What you have to do is they're stupid. So in order to win the argument, you have to sink lower than they do. And you have to prove to them that you're much stupider. They think that they're stupid. you have to prove that you're much stupider. So at some point I said, let's see. I said a couple things. It was sort of all over the place. He said the thing about more people are moving towards Trump. And the guy said, you didn't even read the article. Can you read? And I said, IRM do because with you even could have been reading if in the first place. See, that's a point for me. Then he said, what did he say? He said, okay, I'll say it slow. Most of the military support Trump. And I said, most of the military support Hillary. Source me. I spelled Hillary wrong. And he said, at Grant Mooney, maybe for target practice. Source me. And then what I said is actually, I just got off the phone with the entire United States military all at the same time. And they said they all voted for Hillary and would never use her for target practice. That would be ridiculous. It goes on. He didn't like these comments. And I said something that I said I got off the phone with President Trump, and he personally told me that this guy was, quote, sad. What could this mean? And he entered me into like some Facebook contest to like go to one of Trump's events and be like a special guest. And so I sent him a screenshot of the Socialist Rifle Association and said that I signed him up for it. And yeah, that was about it. Oh, and then someone said, people criticizing your response isn't freaking out. And I said, that's not true. I was pretty freaked out, which is why I made all of those phone calls. See, this is how you win Facebook arguments. And this is how you win Twitter arguments, is that people think that they're very smart and they think that they're going to prove a different person on the internet wrong. And you just have to be so much stupider than them. You have to reach depths of stupid that no one even thought possible. And that's how you win.
Okay.
See, what's amazing to me about that is that you're saying that you have to get more stupider. And
right.
Like
you go to Jupiter.
And you literally type things, spell them incorrectly, say the most preposterous things. And they're like, no, I'm going to fucking prove you wrong. The joke goes completely over their head. And it is like, you can't be more stupid than that person, that they still are sitting there trying to argue with you when clearly you're not arguing anymore. You're just poking fun at the whole situation. And I love that. It just goes, and like, those are just one of a kind. You just can't have enough of those. You just screenshot, save all of them. We just need like some sort of, not like a comic book, but I don't know, some sort of
repository
composition. Yeah. Get all of them together.
The art of the internet argument. A similar thing happened with I got into the replies of Movie Bob, if you know who that is, which I wish that I didn't. And he said something about Mitt Romney we should have all known Mitt Romney was a bad guy because when he was in Bain Capital, whatever the fuck he was in, that he fucking he closed down EB Toys, or he sold out assets EB Toys, and every like 80s movie villain like attacked like a toy factory or whatever, right? And I responded with just my toys, and I got like 30 replies from all these people that are just like, you don't even care about this situation, you're just trying to dig at Movie Bob. And I was like, yes, and then I would just get blocked. And it's just like, yeah, well, like you got me. Oh boy, I don't care. Like, yeah, I care that this happened, but like, I'm making fun of a 40-year-old man who is talking about his toys. That's all that I'm doing. And people are like, you're an asshole. And I was like, yeah. And they would just block me. That's what you got to do.
What would your advice so in this argument, should I have responded with, oh my God, over 1 million people, over 1 million healthy young women in their 30s have died from COVID and gone like super, like, no. Okay. What should I have done?
All right. I'll show you what you should do.
Okay.
Let me find this picture here. I am searching. This will be real quick to find because I use this all the time. You save this photo on your phone of if you can see this in the camera. That's Jen from the movie The Dark Crystal. You save that picture on your phone and you use that to reply to 90% of things on Twitter. Someone argues with you, you just respond with that.
Oh, all right.
You got to save a bunch of those pictures.
I was trying to find a picture of you on your Twitter so I could use in my Photoshop for this episode, and all I saw was Jen from the Dark Crystal. So that makes sense.
Exactly.
I get it.
You can't beat me.
No.
What's the significance of that? That one literally goes right over my head.
See, the significance is that there's no significance. It's just it's a meaningless picture.
Kind of what I was thinking, but
yeah.
I had no.
It's very unclear what kind of face he's making, which means that like people don't even know how to react to it, which is exactly what you want. You don't want people knowing what you're thinking. That's when you lose.
Yeah, I'm learning so much.
Should I share my random text exchange that I sent to you from the other day?
Absolutely. And then after that, we'll do voicemails because I know Kristen wants to go to bed and she needs to hear the voicemails.
All right, so I'll read this real quick. So I just got a text from a random number on Saturday night at 4:59 p.m.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay, we have another thing we have to do tonight too. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
go ahead.
But so like on Saturday, they just at 4:59 p.m. just got a text. I'm on my way. I'm like, I don't recognize this number. I'm not expecting anybody. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I was just texting other people. So at 6:09, I was just going through my text messages and realized that person had sent that message and thought, well, they said they're on their way. It's been over an hour. So I texted them back and just said, I'm still waiting for your arrival. So then 8 minutes later, they text me back and said, so here's the thing. I'm traveling from the space station, so it'll take me a little while, but not to worry. I'll get there. Honestly, your phone number was hacked by a telemarketer. It was just a generic message I sent back. So now you know the rest of the story. LOL. I know you did not call me. Anyways, have a nice rest of your weekend. I get these calls quite often. So I replied, I'm actually a telemarketer specializing on the sale of rocket fuel, spacesuits, and Tang. We offer next day shipping options on par with Amazon Prime. Prices are so good, they're out of this world. Your consideration is greatly appreciated. So he said, you have just made my day. I need a couple more suits and some plutonium for the depleted fuel cells. I would be forever grateful if you could ship ASAP. 2-day standard shipping is good. Do you have a Mr. Fusion? We are trying to get back to the future in time for the election. So I said, we need to clarify a couple details prior to shipment. 1, please specify suit size. 2, would you like the optional built-in urine recycling feature? 3, an order this size comes with either 1 gallon of freeze-dried space ice cream or Dippin' Dots. Please choose one and specify your desired flavor. 4, we are, unfortunately, currently out of stock of plutonium, but offer flux capacitors at half off in lieu of a rain check. Please confirm this is acceptable. And 5, we don't dabble in politics, but offer space-proof carrier pigeons to assist with mail-in voting. And then so he replied, the only reason I asked about the Mr. Fusion is because nobody carries part for the flux capacitor. But if you know somebody who has an isolator overthruster, I'm very interested. Then he replied,
God, what a bunch of fucking nerds.
He's like, 1, double XL. 2, yes, please. 3, do you have the 2.5 gallon? If not, 1 gallon is fine of super chocolate dots. 4, flux is good, but the overthruster is preferred. 5, I've already sent voting, but Nancy said it wasn't needed, so we are good. Thanks for playing along. You're awesome. Have a good weekend. So I finally replied, thank you for your order. You can expect delivery in 2 business days. Be advised that the vessel delivering your shipment will look like this. Enjoy. And I sent him a picture of the Millennium Falcon. And then he replied with a dog and beer clinking. I don't know what that means.
Did you start sucking his dick after? My God, Ray, what's the matter with you?
That's the part I left off. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
That's exactly how it ended. How did you know?
You guys are going to start playing Magic the Gathering together soon. It'll be adorable.
Maybe I should send him a text and be like, hey, want to go hang out? Like a week later.
You should. Yeah. See where he is. Maybe he's down the street from you. Maybe he's your neighbor.
Maybe.
You know, those guys on Grindr. Right? We're always ready and willing. Let's get into the voice
needle or space station.
He said space station. So
oh, never mind then. I was thinking Seattle, but I guess never mind.
I don't know.
Hey Grant, did you know Ray gets paid for all these bullshit bumpers I have to play?
Mm-hmm.
You need to set up like that.
So
in
much
Dot
money.
Cops.
Yeah, if you need bumpers, let me know.
That's disgusting. Yeah,
I can
gonna pay
I can
you,
do
Ray.
my own bumpers.
there you go.
This is the voicemail bumper. This is the bumper on your left, and this is the bumper on your right. This is a
Early in
badass
the
guitar
show, it
riff.
feels weird.
And finally, here's your voicemails.
All right, there you
Sorry, that guitar riff's too cool not to play twice.
Ram drinks the cub, the sticky icky cub. I just don't think he'd understand. And when he drinks the cub, that sticky icky cub, he might blow up and suck that man. RimDrinksCum.com.
go. All right, rimdrinkscom.com. Thank you.
I love Billy Ray
guess it's
Cyrus.
Adam. I can't believe he called into the show. It's amazing. All right,
He's a big fan.
here comes the next one. Big
Yeah.
fan.
Hello, boys. Executive producer Randy here with another
Hell yeah.
voicemail until Rim tells me to stop. Tonight it's gonna get interesting. We're going to ask a question of Rim and Ray. Should I dye my hair blue live on Discord this evening?
Duh. Randy, long
Or-
pauses.
Should I not? Because I've got everything to make it happen.
Yeah.
Shut up. It has to be impartial. The only way I'm dyeing my hair blue. So outside of that, I don't have a lot really else to add. There's not a lot going on in the world, I guess.
Is there?
Randy, long pauses.
So
Randy, come on.
yeah, I really just have the hair thing. Should I dye my hair blue? Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
So Grant, you see Randy. He is the other camera. Oh, you don't see any cameras?
Right.
You can't see anything?
No, I see him.
All right.
I was shaking.
Oh, you do
my
see-
head.
okay,
No,
all right.
yeah.
All right. So Ray and I, now we can't have a tie because we have a third person here. Thank you for being here again. I am going to go ahead. Randy, I'm going to give you some advice. First of all, if you don't want to dye your hair blue, you shouldn't ask a couple of dudes doing a podcast if you should dye your hair blue, because
That's
the answer
exactly what you should
obviously is yes. Yes. If you're going to do it live on a podcast, you absolutely should dye your hair blue. Listen, Randy, personally, I don't want you to dye your hair blue because you're a professional. You have a job, you have a career, you have to go out and do things. You have a child that you have to take care of at some point, I think. So you shouldn't dye your hair blue. But because you offered to do it live on a podcast, you absolutely have to. So yes, I vote yes. Ray, what do you think?
What'll determine my answer is what color blue, or like what shade. Do you have a?
Oh,
Can you
God
show
damn
it
it,
to the
Ray.
camera?
It's yes or no.
You don't know? Then I'm
Blue.
gonna say no.
Okay. All right. Grant, you're the deciding vote now.
Well, my vote is conditional because what you should take into consideration is don't just only do it here. Do it multi-platformally. Do it on, you gotta make a video and you put it on Twitter, you put it on Instagram, you put it on the TikTok, you put it on Vine, on YouTube. You got to get those likes.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
like
about
on
the likes.
MySpace.
It's about the retweets, the reblogs, the comments, the ratios. It's this is multi-level marketing at its best. Is you got to just get your face out there and you got to be known. So I would say yes, but only on the condition that you take a video of it and you put it everywhere. You just spam it everywhere.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Randy, I'll edit it.
Here's my suggestion. You know, when you get like some paint for your car, they always tell you like open up the door and try it on a little spot that won't be visible just to make sure that it matches. You should do the same thing. And yes, dye your hair blue, but your pubes. And that way you can see what it looks like. And there you go.
We talked about this last week. Same
Yeah.
wavelength. You
Yep.
gotta dye your dick hair too. Yeah, you got it. Are we gonna get that live on camera tonight, Randy? Since we all said yes.
Yes, since we all said yes.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do your dick hair. I understand. It's Discord. So, all right. Well, hey, Kristen, if you're gonna dye his hair, go ahead. We got another hour of the show to do.
You know
So
how
we
you
got
get
plenty-
out of dyeing your pube hairs is take our advice from last week and do some manscaping.
shave them off.
Yeah, there you go.
Shave them off.
Nothing to
there you
actually
go.
dye.
Or
right.
he could put a sock on and do it. I mean,
Yeah.
that would take care of
That's
one
true.
problem.
You can
Put a
red hot
sock
chili
on
pepper
and
that
then-
bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just do sort of the top part.
All right, Randy, let me know how that goes. And okay, I gotta find. Wait a second. not it.
You can shake your head, Randy. Are you talking hair, like head and beard, or just hair? Just the top. Just the top. All right. Where you have the demarcation line between the top and the bottom is going to be interesting. You got to make sure that you don't get too much crossover there. It'll look weird.
Yeah. All right. So, gentlemen, as Randy is debating how he wants to dye his hair blue and what shade, yesterday I received one of those phone calls that they leave you a message. Or no, it's an auto record and say, hey, there's an urgent issue with your social security number. You're being scammed. Call us right back. Yeah, call us back, and so we can settle this. So I figured I'd call them live on the show, and you guys can help me along with whatever happens. Grant, you up for this? You up for some calling to rescue my social security number or whatever I have to do?
Yeah. I mean, I know there's probably a delay with my audio, and I don't know to what degree I will be of any help, but sure, fuck it, whatever.
It's okay. Yeah. They won't be able to hear you. They'll only hear me.
No.
But if you guys have things that I should say, yeah. To my knowledge, this has never been tried on a podcast before, so we're going for a first. We're going for a first here.
This is every podcast has this. This is every podcast has done this.
Episode
probably
1.
done this. Yeah.
Oh shit.
You
Okay.
always start a podcast with this. That's the rules. Them's the rules of podcasting.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean Google Voice couldn't place my call? Wait a second.
It's a fake number, like the one that the guy from the text message I was just reading.
They
That
told
kind
me
of
to
thing.
call this number 1-931. Oh, maybe I don't need the one. What do you think? Let's try it. 288-0424.
Dude, that's my number.
Get rid of that one. Oh shit! I just doxed.
How
you.
did you?
All right, let's try it.
Son of a bitch.
Come on. You can do this. Is bad radio. Oh, call failed. All right, I guess I got to do it off my goddamn cell phone.
It's probably just because it's not a real number. They made that one up.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless.
Oh.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number.
Oh, they probably turned the number off. I bet it was just for one day
Probably.
only. Well, that's disappointing. I had a great thing planned, and now I can't do it. God, fuck it. I quit. Go home. That's it, Ray. We're done. We're done tonight.
If I've got some other very, very pressing business matters that we get faxes at work all the time. One lady from Ireland, she has breast cancer. She's going to die any day, but she uses her last energy to find us in case we could help her. She has like $11 million, and she just wants to send it to someone nice. Things of that nature. I got a few of those. If you want, maybe in future episodes, when I gather all the information, we could maybe help some people out.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I would love to do that, Ray. If you didn't know, Grant, you might not know this, but I am a philanthropist. All right, I love giving out money to people and helping everybody I can. When my son got off the school bus today, he had a phone call come in from a number he didn't know, so I answered it. And as I'm talking right now, Randy is beginning the process of getting his hair dyed for Randy. And I answered it, and they said the woman talked, and I said, "Oh my God, is this a scam call?" And then she didn't talk back to me. Then while I was on the phone with this person, I explained to my son what scam calls are, and I said she won't be able to talk to us, and she won't be able to hang up on us until I hang up. So that was fun. All right, so we're going to be a little bit distracted here while Randy is getting his. Randy, I like that hair. Randy, you got to do that more often. Slick that hair back, baby. Look how handsome you look. You look like a Civil War general.
Man
Holy
bun
shit,
it up.
doesn't he?
Yeah, you can do a proper man bun.
Wow. Okay. All right. What are we doing next, buddy? Are we going to go? Let's do. Let's do Dick of the. Yeah, let's get some Dick of the Week going here. Grant, you know how Dick of the Week works. All right.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I pulled down my
it
pants.
is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week.
Wrong
And
show.
here is our first nominee.
Hello to Rim and Ray and everybody that helped make the Rich Dickman Show my favorite podcast to listen to. This is Vincent here, and I have a nomination for Dick of the Week. This week is a special nomination. This week, the Dick of the Week is Danbury, Connecticut's Mayor, Mark Boughton. And the reason he is Dick of the Week is because he refused a challenge from John Oliver to name a sewage plant after John Oliver. For those of you who do not know, you definitely want to check this out. Everyone happens to know how big of a troll that John Oliver is. He's probably one of the world's biggest trolls. This is how the story goes. John Oliver had made a segment trashing Danbury, Connecticut last year. And this year, he backed it up by trashing Danbury again. Well,
if I can just say, as somebody who's been there, Danbury, Connecticut is a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit city. It's a
Why?
shitty city.
Is there anything? Like, is it? I know nothing about it.
No, they just think they're in New York City. They're not. They're fucking assholes in Danbury. So fuck Danbury. All right, let's keep going.
This year, Danbury,
The flag probably
Connecticut
sucks too.
residents had a response to
Yeah,
John
they're not even
Oliver.
a real berry. That's
First,
a made-up berry.
This one little kid came on, acting like John Oliver and throwing insults back at John Oliver, which John Oliver loved. Then the Danbury Hat Trick hockey team, one of the members decided to, remark to John Oliver.
Hold on, I gotta say, Randy, I am incredibly jealous of you right now. I don't know if you know this about me, but Grant, you might not know this either. I love when somebody's shoving their fingers and running them through my hair, and I'm super jealous of what's happening to Randy right now. He's got his headphones off, so he can't hear me.
You know what, Rem? This thought just. Sorry to hijack the expensive voicemail, but this thought just occurred to me. What if? See, this is cheaper than a hooker. Like a hooker's what, like $300? If we just paid for a haircut and a visit to the dentist for you simultaneously,
Yeah.
I mean,
God.
that's cheaper than $300 and probably more
Or
effective. We're
you-
talking economical here. Yeah.
If you could just tell Kayla into shoving her fingers in my mouth, it'd be good to go, buddy. We'd be good to go. All right, let's keep going here. Sorry, Grant. I'm sorry.
About trashing Danbury.
I was
and he
gonna
made a
agree.
couple of good points, and John Oliver really loved that.
Oh. I'm sorry. What were you saying, buddy?
No, I was gonna agree with you. I like the whole someone like touching your scalp. I feel like I don't touch my own scalp enough. It's
almost like
orgasmic in its own right.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
reaching a
it's not the
spot
same
on
when
your
you do it
back
yourself.
that you can't reach.
Right.
Yeah. But
Except you can reach it.
really
It's
nice.
just yeah.
But yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I hope you're recording the screen, Ray. Okay, let's continue. Oh, Randy put his headphones on. Good.
But the topper of the week was Danbury, Connecticut's mayor, Mark Boughton, came on, and he said that John Oliver is being a little too hard on Danbury. And also, the stuff that comes out of John Oliver's mouth is quite sewage. So, with tongue in cheek, he said that he was going to rename the newly made Danbury, Connecticut sewage treatment plant after John Oliver, calling it the John Oliver Memorial Water Sewage Treatment Plant. John Oliver thought this was wonderful, absolutely fabulous idea. And he actually took the challenge from the mayor and challenged him to rename the sewage plant. And to make good on this bet, John Oliver placed $55,000 to 3 different charities in Danbury, and also just to make sure that Danbury didn't waste taxpayers' money for a sign for the water treatment plant, he also created his own sign to send to Danbury to put at the water sewage treatment plant. Well, this is the reason the mayor is the dick, because the mayor backed out of the challenge and said he was just joking about renaming the water sewage treatment plant after John Oliver. So John Oliver said, So John Oliver came on and gave them 1 week to reconsider and naming the water sewage treatment plant after him. And after a week, and he doesn't get a reply from Danbury, he's going to take and give the sign to another city in Connecticut next to
it's my city.
Danbury just to upset them.
Crackerberry Junction.
I think this is kind of funny and it's all good. But hey, all the money going to local charities is really a wonderful thing. Anyway, this is Vincent. Rim,
Signing?
Ray, I
Yeah.
hope you guys are doing well.
We are.
Take care.
Love you, Svensson. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's up with Daily Show correspondents like turning into complete like jackasses when they get their own show? But the best thing John Oliver ever did was give all his money to Jelly's marble runs because Marble League 2020 was lit. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, Heart of Tanks knows what I'm talking about. Fuck yeah, gentlemen. Do you have thoughts on the mayor of Danbury backing out of his deal to name a sewage treatment plant out of John Oliver?
I do, but go ahead, Grant.
I would just say that what was that guy's name? Svensson. His name was
Yes.
Svensson.
Svensson. Yes, sir.
I would listen to him do an entire. I don't watch the John Oliver show, but I would listen to him do an entire like John Oliver recap
Yeah.
podcast. I would
Mhm.
totally subscribe
Yeah.
to Patreon. You have a future in recapping John Oliver stories. I would listen to it. Very good.
Hey, well, good news, Grant. Ray and Svensson have a bonus episode on our Patreon, and they'll be doing another one very soon. So
Mhm.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Please
about
recap John
whatever
Oliver.
asshole shit I did.
I will listen to
Maybe
it.
we'll have to do that. We'll add that to the itinerary. I don't
Yeah,
see
can you
why
do
not.
that, Ray? We
Yeah.
get Grant on board. That's right.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't. There's got to be a reason backed out of something like that because that's a lot of free money. But I couldn't tell you why because everybody in Danbury is an asshole and the mayor is an asshole too. So yeah,
Well,
dick of the week.
so here's the problem. You get a celebrity that says, "Hey, I'm going to donate some money to charity if you just do some stuff for me." And I know it sounds harmless, but like, if I'm ever a celebrity, I'm changing my name to Ray, middle name Hazza, last name Big Dick, and saying I'm going to donate $10,000 to charity if you just change the anything to my name. Middle name Hazza, last name Bigdik.
Going all into the Jewish heritage.
Yeah, just throw a couple bucks at him, and I don't know how much John Oliver's worth, but $55,000 is not a lot. Now I don't know much about Danbury. Obviously, if you're going to donate millions of dollars, it might be might fluster the economy there, throw things upside down. But you can't just let celebrities do whatever they want, throw money around, get things named after them. You got to put your foot down, even if you're the government. Say enough is enough. So
I don't know, man.
Take.
I think you got to take the money though, because it's free money.
Take
I think you got to do it.
Yeah,
because politicians take money from everybody. So why not
That's
take money
true.
from some guy who wants to name a sewage?
But
treatment
the
plant?
politician's not getting the money. That's why it's not working.
No,
It's
you're
going to
right.
charities.
You're right.
That's why this is hitting back. Is 100%
Yeah.
the flaw in the plan here.
But here's the thing: is that if you don't accept a challenge, you're a bitch. If
Yes.
someone's like, "Hey,
I agree.
climb to the top of Mount Everest and just jump off," I challenge you to it. You got to do it, or else you're a bitch.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah,
that
you-
logic too.
Yeah. Whenever you get challenged, you have to accept. That's kind of the rules. Yeah.
I challenge you.
Yeah.
I challenge you to shoot yourself in the head. You got to do
Fuck.
it, or
God.
else what? You're gonna look like a
God.
fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Fucking
I don't know.
idiot.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna puss out on though.
I've
Grant.
actually done that before.
I'm not. Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
You put a gun to your head?
No, you in paintball they have the inflatable bunkers, and you shoot, and it bounced back and hit me in the
Damn
head.
it.
So I've
You
shot myself in the head.
stupid people. All the time with you,
Yeah.
Ray. God, fucking.
So
damn it.
there's
Jesus
ways around these
Christ.
things. You got to get very specific. Otherwise, there's ways out of it. You got to read between the lines.
Ray's getting rich
After
tonight.
much deliberation,
Yeah.
the incredibly handsome expert judges have come to the consensus that this week's Dick of the Week award goes to
John Oliver. John Oliver shouldn't have put himself in that situation. There you go. That's a twist on that one, Ray. Boom! You weren't expecting that.
Wow. Yeah.
Fuck John Oliver, for real.
I agree with the whole backing out thing. I would say that the actual dick is it the mayor? Or is that who it was? Whoever the Danbury person. He's a fucking pussy. Oh wait, you're not allowed
Grant,
to say
who's
that
the
anymore.
dick? You know, you can still pussy is not a protected word. You can still use that.
Oh, okay, nice. Pussy.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
You're asking me who's the
Grant,
dick in
you
this
live?
situation?
Yeah, who's a dick? Yeah, that's how this one goes.
Between the two of them,
I mean, you could,
hello, am I audible?
you could technically select whoever you want, but generally speaking, it would be of people involved in the story. But it's really it's up to you. Oh, it's open game.
Oh, okay. No,
season.
it's my turn. I thought because my audio's fucking cutting in and out, but I thought you were asking me between those two.
Mostly, yeah. That is the question.
Am I still audible?
You have somebody else you want to nominate. Yeah, you're still audible.
It's just
no, Jesus Christ, this is fucking dude. I screamed. We were recording Thoughtcast Thursday, and I was screaming like for 10 minutes straight about the fucking technical difficulties. This fucking computer.
Yeah.
Daily fucking basis.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You're trying to do a podcast and it sucks all the fucking wind out of your fucking sails.
Yeah.
No, it's this computer. I have the computer in existence.
Angry rants from Grant because of rhyming are they can be good. They can be good. Let me just throw this out there, Grant. While I do work in construction, as everyone knows, I do have an IT degree. If you ever need some help, I might be able to lend a hand. Randy's like, son of a bitch.
Too bad Randy's audio's all shit. I gotta know what's going on with his hair. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Grant. I'm sorry.
I only heard half of the sentence, but no, it's I need a new computer. That's the gist of it. It's the worst computer ever. There's no fixing it. It just needs to be a new one.
You need to office space it. Take it out
anyway,
back.
So I'm going to. That's the plan. Yeah. Actually, we do that during our live shows. Our live shows, we always start with we put a computer on the stage and we take plastic bats and we beat the computer as our intro to a live show. Done nice so far.
I have an old laptop you could use. It's not working at the moment, so maybe if you guys need some props, I got one.
Oh, yeah, great, thanks. So my pick, I think the audio's back. My pick for Dick of the Week is this guy Nicholas J. Fuentes. Do you guys know this guy?
No.
Nick Fuentes, the guy who says porn should be illegal. Is that what his deal is?
I don't know what the fuck his deal is. He's one of these like alt-right grifter guys or whatever, quote unquote, 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 alt-right grifter guys. And he tweeted something. He tweeted something so egregious that I had to respond to it, which is, he said, Rem, you can look up something important from this. He said, I don't know a single person who has died from coronavirus. And apparently that's just like a thing. Like, statistics don't matter. Extrapolations from those statistics don't matter. You could have a global pandemic that wiped out half of the population, but so long as that's not the half that but I'm losing the point here. The point is, it's a stupid thing to say that, right? So he says, I don't know a single person who has died from coronavirus. And I responded, do cat boys even contract COVID? And the thing you have to know about Nick J. Fuentes is apparently he has a thing for cat boys. He keeps getting pictures taken with him around cat boys, which like boys with cat ears, and people keep taking these photos and they're like, hey, does he have like a sex thing with cat boys? Is this a thing?
He does.
So
yeah.
So I responded to it, and then there's this GIF of it's Sonic the Hedgehog, and someone slapping peanut butter and jelly sandwich onto his ass, I don't know if you can see that or not. And so I responded with a moving GIF of someone smacking peanut butter and jelly sandwich onto Sonic the Hedgehog's ass, and he blocked me. He blocked me for that comment. So much for the progressive right or whatever the fuck people say. He blocked me for mentioning cat boys. Apparently, this is a thing. I thought we had free speech in this country. I thought that I had the right to express my opinion on a platform, and Nick Fuentes took my free speech away from me. He might as well shoot me in the goddamn face with his fucking gun of tyranny and fascism. He fucking trampled my rights. You know that flag that's the snake that says "Don't step on me"? He fucking stepped on me with his fucking little cat boy paws.
Mm-hmm. You know, all those guys who preach for abstinence or let's get rid of porn or all children should be protected, you know, all that shit. Those are the biggest creeps in the world. Yeah, they all got the hidden shit in their closets. Fuck Dink Jew. Yeah. You know what, Svensson, your nomination was good, but I'm going to go with Nick Fuentes because Grant is our guest tonight, and I don't want to disrespect him. And also, I respect his right to free speech, and he should not have blocked Grant for doing, sending a gift of Sonic getting peanut butter and jelly slapped on his ass because that looks delicious. I love peanut butter and jelly, right? It's a good sandwich,
and it's a good GIF. Yeah,
it's the perfect sandwich. Yeah. Can you? Yeah. No, good job, Grant. You fit in just perfectly here. Thank you.
Thank you. I do my best.
All right, let's see how you do with our next segment here. Okay, this one is this is our bread and butter. All right, this is how I made my living on the internet years ago.
You want segments? We've got segments. It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
All right, Ray. Read us this letter this week.
All right. Jesse writes in, I'm a 48-year-old married man and father to a 24-year-old daughter. She had been engaged for a year before coronavirus locked everything down, just 2 short weeks before the wedding. I'm assuming her wedding. I had saved $25,000 to help in paying for the wedding, which has been sitting in the bank ever since. Only about a month ago, my daughter broke up with her fiance, and this money is burning a hole in my pocket. I spoke with my daughter about the seriousness of her breakup, and she insists it's over. 2 weeks ago, I drove by a dealership and saw a used convertible Corvette. I know my hair will look awesome, flapping in the wind with the top down. Do you think it's safe to purchase the car with the money I had originally saved for the wedding? Or should I hold on to the money?
Oh, man. Whoa. Oh, God. Oh, so he's married. All right. So thank you for all the details here, Jesse. Okay. Thank you for not dying in a canoe accident. Father to a 24-year-old daughter, and we don't have a wedding anymore. We have $25,000 sitting in the bank. Man, should you buy a Corvette? Or okay, all right. So there's a lot to work through here. You know, as a parent myself, you know, so at my age, and my kids are still young. Ray, all right, my kids are still. I have 12 and 10, and I only have 2 kids. That their futures are the most important things in my life, right? So, at that age, I would hold on to that money now. Now, hold on, all right. You're 48, okay. You have a 24-year-old daughter who probably is out of college and has her own job, and you already paid for her college, all right? And I know traditionally the woman's father and mother are supposed to pay for most of that wedding, okay? But apparently this shit can't keep a man, and you got $25,000 hanging out. The world's going to end sometime soon, right? November 3rd, however the election goes, it's civil war, okay? You might as well enjoy that shit, right? Ray, Grant, like, fucking go buy a Corvette. Like, just have fun. Fuck it. Who fucking cares anymore? Grant, your thoughts on this one as Ray contemplates.
No, I pretty much agree with that. Yeah, we're all gonna die soon. Everything's gone all to hell. Everything's bad enough already. If you don't decide to fucking purchase that on the basis of the fact that everything's bad already, you should consider the fact that everything's going to get a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I got. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to drive away from the mob. Like when the fucking protesters and rioters coming down your street, you need to get away. Maybe you should buy like an armored vehicle of some sort.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you ever watch The Walking Dead, you never see him driving around in a convertible Corvette. So maybe, maybe not the best purchase right before the end of the world, but it's not the end of the world. Therefore,
not yet.
Go ahead, do it now. Enjoy it while you can. We're lacking a little bit of information. Like, how long was she dating this person? Like, if she was dating this person for like 3 months or something like that, or a short very period of time.
Yeah, she makes bad decisions.
So you at that point you kind of like, screw you. And if she was dating somebody for I was gonna say 10 years. If she was dating since 14, that would be bad. My math is terrible. But it was like 4 years or 6 years or whatever. It's been a while. That actually maybe gives you some time to save up again. I don't know how long it takes you to save $25,000. Probably not. It probably takes a while for if you're an average American. So
not if you're Ray.
Oh, I wish. But so if you got $25,000 laying around, that's going to take a while to. Is your daughter attractive? Is she going to find another person soon?
God damn it, Ray! It doesn't matter. It's 2020. Anybody can get fucking rich on the sex internet. But I want to know what her job was. Like, is she a doctor, or is she just like working at Popeyes, flinging chicken sandwiches?
Is she working?
Like, everybody, we need a job, and I respect everybody who's working. But the pay scale is very different, right? The pay scale is very different.
Right.
All right. So is she going to be able to pay for her own wedding at some point, or is it always going to be on you? Is what I'm saying.
That's what you do.
Here's an important counterpoint too: is that marriage is a fucking antiquated institution, and just like don't even do it. Is
there's that
something to take into context. In the future,
sounds like
it's not going to be marriage anymore.
Wow, there's going to be communal gangbangs. Like how what we can just live in partners.
Like in the book Brave New World, we're just all constantly having orgies. That's the future.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm down with that.
Orgies and drugs.
You were at an orgy recently. How was it?
It was pretty good. Eros and Isis were not there. They don't do orgies. I discussed that with them. They said that it's full on coordinated nights out together with them. But yeah, so the orgy it was great. There was many people there. It was the masked variety to maintain anonymity, but still a wonderful time. Many genitalia were fondled, and it was glorious. Just a blast.
Yeah. So speaking of orgies, Svensson is putting in pictures of Haley XOXO
and then
in Discord. Yeah. Svensson reached out to Haley XOXO and said, "Hey, Haley XOXO, I listened to this awesome show called The Rich Dickman Show, and they would love to have you on." And then she said to him that she would listen to the show and she would love to, right? Well, then I tweeted her very respectfully. I said, "Hello, Miss Haley XOXO. We would love to have you on the Rich Dickman Show and talk about your transformation into a quote unquote Barbie doll. Please let me know if you'd be interested." And I've not heard back.
Did you attach a dick pic at the end of that message? Yes or no?
No, because you never start with a dick pic, Ray. You never start with the dick. You gotta wait.
At least the protection message.
Grant, Ray. When do you start the dick pics, Grant? It's like after 3 messages. You don't just start with a dick pic, right? Grant looks frozen. Grant, are you frozen? I think Grant might be frozen. Did we lose Grant?
Elsa.
Oh man, we lost Grant. Well, okay. Well, Grant, when you come back, we'll be here.
Yeah, at the end of the first. Exactly. It's not necessarily about when you start with it. It's it that does matter. Timing matters, but more importantly is what you're working with. If you have an attractive penis that is very negotiable as far as they will love that thing, then you throw it in there early. If you're not so confident in what you're displaying, then yeah, you got to wait a little bit. You can't just throw that out there.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, oh shoot, what is this?
Grant, we're talking about when the appropriate time to send the dick pic is. It's not the first message. It's at least the third, correct?
I don't know if my audio is working right now. Is it
Yeah.
working? It's
Got it.
working. It says that it's not working. It says Discord's not detecting any input from your mic.
Well,
Fuck Discord.
I hear you
Fucking
fine,
hate Discord so fucking much.
Oh
Send
God, Randy, I
Discord
hope you have this. That means Craig's not going to get him. This is a CJ right here. Craig's not going to get him.
Wait, hold on one second. God, fucking damn it. Hold on. Hold on. Come on.
Randy, stop dyeing your hair for a second. Let me know that you can hear.
Okay,
Grant.
here we go. Test. What?
Yeah,
what,
I can still hear you. I
what
don't know
was
if it's
being?
saying-
What was the thing being spoken of? What?
We were, or go ahead, Rim.
Oh,
When
to
the
send a
appropriate
dick
time to send a dick pic is. You don't send the dick pic on the first message, but by the third, it's appropriate, correct?
Here's the thing. You don't need that out in the world, fellas. You don't need that out. You don't need that out there.
How do they
Okay.
know it's yours?
That doesn't need to exist out there. What you need, you don't need it out there. You don't need people speculating, right? What you do is you find yourself a nice lady. And one that you trust, one that isn't just some fucking bimbo, some fucking broad. You find yourself a good lady, a nice lady, a swell lady, and you do some Skype sex instead. You do that, and you hope to God that she doesn't fucking screenshot it. That's what you do. That's what you do instead of sending a dick pic.
But at the same time, if you're doing some Skype sex, you're screenshotting her and not letting her know. I mean, duh. Right? You gotta hold that shit for blackmail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as the relationship goes south, that's when you just send her one of those pictures and say, "Don't you dare." That's all you got to say. Don't you dare.
I'm about to give a bunch of young men the best advice they've ever been given in their life. Okay. All right. Grant had a lot of interesting and he had a lot of very, very good points. Okay. However, we all know, young men, you love to show your dick. Okay. You love to put your dick out there and have people look at it. You know you do. All right. You're sitting there like, yeah, you do. You do. Okay. It gets you off. You love it when people look at your dick. Okay. So here's what you do. If you're sending dick pics or doing Skype sex and she's sending you pics back or Skype sexing you back, you screenshot it. You save everything she sends, because when that bitch wants to turn on you, you got everything you need right in your back pocket, right? You know what I'm saying, Ray? All right. You don't let them get the upper hand. That's my message.
Well, it's twofold. It's that, and I mean, it's how people will be like, "Oh, look, I'm taking a picture," and they blink, like a mental picture. Blink. Yeah, that doesn't really work. When you have a screenshot, you can actually reference that later. If you're looking for spank bank material, there you go. You got that stuff saved. You know what I mean? I got literally cleaning out this place. I'm going through. I'm like, shit. Look at all these phones I got. I'm like, man, I gotta charge some of these.
Like Ray, Grant,
this information.
Blasted the dick pics all over the internet. And you know you have. Like it
So
feels
many.
good, right? It feels good to send that out there. So
I have told you the truth. I do not send dick pics to people. That does not exist out there. It doesn't exist in the ether. You will never find one of me.
No, you got to send them. It's like the Cheney, the Van Dyke. Like you just send those. You just keep throwing those out there, and they
don't wake up in the morning and you don't text Kevin and be like, "Hey, here's my dick." Like I do that to Ray all the time.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
I've never texted Kevin a picture of my dick. He doesn't know what it looks like, and he never will.
Reb, how many times have I drawn a smiley face on the head and been like, "Happy morning"?
It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there taking a piss in the morning, and there you go. There's my buddy Ray. Like, hey, buddy.
Morning chuckle.
Yeah, I love it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Little smiley face, all cute and shit. Yeah. Dave Attell used to say, "You got a problem," and when the girl says, "Oh,"
it's
point
cute.
Counterpoint. You're both gay for each other.
Hey, it's 2020, man. You can't judge. You're a hateful person if you're judging.
Yeah, anything wrong with that?
Who cares if it's a fact? It's still hate speech.
Yeah.
Whatever.
God damn it.
I do a podcast called Thought Cops. I don't know what to tell you.
It all comes full
All right,
circle.
so Ray, we're going to be doing this very soon. I do want to play a little bit of a teaser of what's coming up on the Rich Dickman Show Patreon. All right, but
All right,
as we've all found out that I found all of my old stuff, all the old stuff. So here's a little clip of Liquor Fueled number 2.
Here's what we should do. I'll be the director. I'm going to direct Huel and Rem. Huel, Stock's dong. Rem is Theon's missing dong. No.
So glad I was left out of that one.
Oh my God! You have a big dong in your nose.
Oh, Thox Don hopes he's not making you uncomfortable, Theon Greyjoy, with his giant dong walking around and enjoying my dongness.
Can you share? I don't have one anymore.
While it's true that Thox Dong is enough dong for several people, unfortunately, Thox Dong is going to have to keep his dong to himself.
What if I ride on your nose? I can pretend it's mine. Just lean down so I can get up on your nose.
That makes Thox Dong very uncomfortable, but turned on in a very weird way.
It's cool,
so
man.
Thox Dong agrees to your proposal.
Sweet. Okay, I'm just gonna hop on your nose, and you just pretend like I'm not here, and I'm just gonna do my business, man.
Oh, it's like Thox Dong has a baby monkey clinging to his fur for warmth. It's very comforting and arousing in a very strange way.
I don't know if you've been to the Iron Islands before, but I need to go show a few people. So that's high quality entertainment there from 2013, back in December 2013. It was Liquor Fueled number 2. We'll be doing a pop-up audio on that probably this weekend, Ray. I'd like to do it this weekend.
That's what I was trying to explain. I won't have internet because I'm moving all my shit probably tomorrow night.
Randy, we'll be doing it this weekend.
Yeah.
Randy is not there. Yeah, or Svensson, or one of you guys. Maybe we won't do it this weekend. All right. God damn it. We got anything left in the show here, Ray? Or we got something else we got to talk about? We have a few minutes still.
I mean, we literally can just kill time doing whatever we want because we're incredibly talented and we have an endless catalog of material to cover. But yeah, it's up to you. If we could call it a night, or we could just.
I did have
for hours on end.
I did have a physical. I had my bi-yearly. How do you say every other year? How's that?
Bisexual.
Grant, do you know what that terminology? Bisexual. I had my bisexual physical today. All right. So I went to see my doctor, and everything's all weird because, right? Because you got to, they meet you at the door, and you got to sanitize your hands, and they give you a mask. And it's everything's crazy.
They
so, anyways,
give you a mask? Didn't you walk in with one?
Yeah,
like you have. To
I did, but they also give you one because. Well, listen, I found a neck gaiter that's very thin and I can breathe through, and I love it. But the thing is, I could basically spit through it, so it's kind of it's not what they're looking for. So
it's like a mosquito net.
Yeah. So I'm just laying there. I was telling my wife, I said, you need to learn how to check my balls like the doctor does. And she's like, how's that? I said, well, he's in there. You lay back. Yeah. And he grabs, he's very delicate he uses his fingertips to grab the penis and lift it up. And he's inspecting it for like bumps and shit. And then he uses his other hand to get over there and like has to feel, has to move your testicles around to feel in your balls to see if there's anything growing or anything you shouldn't have. Right. And I'm a very ticklish human being, Grant and Ray. Yeah, I'm very ticklish. So it gets really uncomfortable when my doctor's got my dick in one hand and my balls in the other, and I'm just there laughing and like giggling like a little girl. It's a weird experience. But thankfully, we don't have to do the prostate shit yet, so that's good. Anyways, I had my dick and balls fondled by my doctor today. How about you guys? Anybody have a physical today?
No. I can't afford to go to a doctor, but the giggling I feel like is appropriate. What wouldn't have been appropriate is like a full on erection. So at least you got that going for you. Giggle all you want.
Yeah. It's tough sometimes though, because like you're my age, you don't always get all the action that you deserve. And
sometimes the doctor's hot. What can you say?
Yeah, I mean, if I was, he is a handsome older gentleman. That's like, I'm like, hey, Randy, is your hair blue yet? Like, oh, Randy changed his shirt. Randy, wow, what is going on over in the Randy household? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's start winding this down. We did have a new voicemail come in. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay, that is let's see.
It's probably from Isaac.
Hey, you want to do some more voicemails with us, Grant?
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. Okay. All right, I got it. Sure.
If I can hear
Just in
audio,
time.
I would
The
love
show
to.
is live right now. Made it just in time. I just went on Discord and I was like, wait a minute, I forgot to do something. I know I forgot to do something. Also, what the fuck happened to Grant's mustache? Did he fucking murder that thing?
Procrastinator.
I mean, that's the closest I've ever seen a white person come to, getting that Steve Harvey Black Cheeto look. He even puts makeup on it. Not Grant, but, Steve Harvey. I mean, I don't really condone it, but at the same time, to have that much prominence on the mustache, it's you can't really condemn someone for that. You know what I mean? It's showing off your best features. The shit, right now you're talking about some election shit. Damn, bro, you see that Joe Biden fuck up where he was just like, COVID took more of and more deaths than it of any year in the past 100 years. And I was like, what'd you even say? COVID killed more people in the past 100 years this year? I don't think so. I think like heart attacks or like automobiles probably take more people out in a year than that. Shit. Like, I don't understand. Also, I gotta feel I'm hanging up real early because I don't want to get down. I don't want to get like the automated voice. I don't know if you changed it and it's not automated anymore. And it's just like that automated female voice would be like, goodbye. I don't want to hear that, bro. If it's Rem being like, hey man, you took too long, fuck you, I would be like, okay, I'll listen to that.
Yeah, it took too long. Fuck you. All right. It's not a political show, right? Even though we did some politics last week, it's not political. Anyways, Grant, what are your thoughts on the election this year?
Considering how we're coming in, was talking about what Joe Biden somehow sounded worse than you would have imagined. So I'm hearing Joe Biden talk and cut.
Don't worry.
That's why I got out of that.
You're totally a robot right now, so nobody understood what you said, and that's probably
that is literally the perfect response to you saying this is not a political podcast. What do you think about the election? And then it literally like self-censors itself. Good job, Discord. You're fucking Discord has a sense of humor. Great going. And they say the digital media doesn't censor politics. We'll see about that.
Yeah. Did Grant disappear again?
Probably.
I'm still here, I think. Hello? Test?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
There you are, bud.
I think I just can't run the camera. I think that's it.
Oh, wow. You sound amazing now. We got to start the show all over again.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Let me restart my recording.
Yeah.
All right. Play the theme song.
Randy.
Yes.
Here we go. Grant, tell us about Thought Cops and how we can listen to you every week and where we can watch you and your re-education series.
Fuck it. Okay, first of all, re-educationing. Second of all,
I'm sorry.
Just Google Thought Cops. You'll find it. It's out there. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, I Hate Radio, the other Pocket Cast. It's on that.
Use a New York accent. Hey, fucking download that shit off of iTunes.
Fucking download it. There's a Patreon page. You go to patreon.com/thoughtcops. You go to twitter.com/Grant Mooney. Give me a follow. You fucking like my tweets. You fucking bitch. What else? Yeah, go to YouTube's and find Thought Cops and watch my re-educationing shows. And yeah, that's really about it. That's all that I have.
All right. Ray, my man, what did I had to say something to you? I don't remember what I said. I wouldn't get too drunk tonight. That's not what I'm gonna.Ray, we're done here. Ray, you say the words. Say the words, Ray.
Hey, you know what? Let's bring this baby home.
All right. Thank you all so much for listening to the Rich Dickman Show. I really appreciate every one of you who listens, downloads, and comments and tells Ray what a piece of shit he is. If you like what we do and want to support the show, you can tell a friend and leave a review. And if you like us even more than that, then why not check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Rich Dickman. You just heard a preview of what's coming up. Yes, that's right. There's Liquor Fuel #1. Pop-up audio. There's Svensson and Ray talking about the social media Cold War. There's Rem reading the emails that broke up Torn Think Tank. There's bonus clips. There's something for you every single week. That's what I'm telling you. So get in that Patreon, patreon.com/Rich Dickman. bonus clips, bonus shows, and if you get in at the top tier, your very own custom t-shirt. Kristen's wearing hers, and she just dyed Randy's hair blue. That's right. Find us online at richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Click that merch tab and get yourself some swag. We got brand new shirts up there. We got the Essential Wear line from Rich Dickman Entertainment. If you've been essential since March, you should get yourself some essential swag and get yourself a face mask because that shit is good too. Show gets uploaded to YouTube every single week. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you could. I would love to get to that like 100 subscriber mark where we could have our own youtube.com/ Rich, I almost said NFHC podcast. YouTube.com/Rich Dickman Show. That would be awesome. Yeah. No, don't be like those guys. But yeah, be sure to listen to our friends at Thought Cops. All right, with Grant and Kevin, and they do a podcast. It's great. Love it. I was on that show back in February too. That was fun. Love those guys. Grant, thank you so much for coming on and having fun with us despite your horrible audio issues. I know it wasn't me or Mr. Porno Man, so it's just you and just Chicago and your
correct flag. Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Check out
the bad flag that we proudly show everywhere is every other fucking city hides their flag. And the fact that they all have one. Anytime. And if my audio turns out to be really bad, just I don't know, have me on next week. You probably don't have a guest next week. Just have me on again. I don't care. Whatever.
You have to cancel Thought Cops this week. Yeah. But check out Not For Human Consumption. Those are our friends, our good buddies over there. And also you can check out Chipping Out with Isaac Jackson. He's got Larry on coming up. They had to re-record that one because of a CJ issue, Ray. Remember how that goes?
Oh, yeah. Been there, done that.
Yes, richdickmanshow@gmail.com and richdickman.com again. And you can follow executive producer Randy at Sir Zero with an E, but he's not on social media that much, but he has blue hair, so hopefully he has pictures coming up. We are at Rich Dickman Show, and you can follow producer Ryan at RyanTRDS, and of course my mother at Rem_Mama Ray. How do we find you?
On Twitter at Jules Winfeld, and definitely best way would be call the voicemail line 860-316-4776. Yeah.
That's right. That's right, Ray. Good job. Good job there. We will. That's it. Yeah. I had to find the words.
Let's bring this baby home.
We will be back next week with an all-new episode. But this is 123. Thank you all again for listening. Love you all. Appreciate every single bit and every single one of you. Randy, special shout out to you for getting your hair blue. But I like the slick back look with the little thing coming up on your forehead. I like. You look handsome as fuck, dude. You look handsome.
You're gonna get
appreciate you. Again, Ray, love you, buddy, and we will see you all next week. Good night.
See ya.
You say something silly, Grant, if you're still there.
Goodbye. Farewell. Farewell and good night. Good night and good luck.
You guys should say farewell to this room. It's the last night I'm going to be in here. And then it's off to the new place.
Hey, Grant, are you excited for Smashing Pumpkins album? As a Chicago
Smashing Pumpkins album?
Yeah. They released a pop song. It's weird. I hate everything.
I thought they ended making music in the 90s.
Yeah.
Ray, shut up.
Their last show was in 2000, and that was their last show to me. It never got good after that. That was
and those are statistics.
Yeah. I got a stats for you.
Post 2000 there's some stuff that I like, but most of it I don't like most of the stuff post 2000.
Billy Corgan did a solo album that's actually fairly okay.
Yes.
Recently.
Future
Race. It's like no. It's like Ola Gaga or Ogalala. Yeah. It's okay. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Okay.
I think his best work was guessing on a Blink-182 song.
Damn it.
I'm going to trigger you so hard.
Grant, I saw the Pumpkins 2 years ago at the Mohegan Sun Casino, and I got tickets for $15 off of StubHub, and I sat in the back. It was great. It was a good show, but you could tell the man is 50 years old now because just like Barry Manilow, who I saw that year as well, he slowed down all the music and didn't scream as much. Like the music was slower, and it threw off my timing when I'm trying to sing along with the band. And like I'm three lines ahead, and like they're still trying to catch up to me. And I don't like that he's wearing the dress and doing the eye makeup. That freaks me out a little bit. Who are you? Who are you, Billy Corgan? Who are you these days? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I have so many opinions on it, and it's just sort of it's very disappointing because I mean their first 3 albums are, I think, some of the greatest albums to come out of the 90s and probably just rock music in general. And like so much of what he's doing now is just there's something wrong with him. There's something very wrong with him. He did you listen to that one album that they released and it was like Monuments to an Elegy or something?
Yes,
did you
terrible.
listen to that one?
Fucking terrible. Yeah, I listened to it once. I couldn't listen to it again. It was so bad.
So the whole point of that album was that like he wrote a bad album on purpose because he thought that people perceived the Smashing Pumpkins as being one way, and so he created an album about how he thought that he was being perceived, which was bad, and he released like an objectively horrible album to, I guess, spite his fans or something like that. Like, why would you do that? Just write good music and stop giving a fuck what people say and think about you, you fucking moron. You fucking rich piece of shit. Shut the fuck up and write good music. Do Siamese Dream again, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, that's
what I would say.
Yeah, get in there with the melancholy, infinite sadness, man. Just fucking make that rock music that makes you sad, you know? It makes you feel good because you're sad. You know, fuck off. Well, trying to be pop shit. Somebody, what is that noise, Ray? Is that you?
Yeah.
My God, what are you doing? God, the only good song since, I mean, that song Silvery Sometimes, Ghosts or Silvery Sometimes, that was like a classic Pumpkin song. Oh, you got a Melancholy CD. What is that? Hold on. Wait. Ray, let me see how good I am. The red one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Too far away for you to read it. Like
one of them is called. Okay, yeah, but one of them is called From Dusk to Dawn, right? And I think it's the blue one.
Sort of. You're not exactly correct. What's the other one called?
From Gay to Straight.